this is a different game because we played on the road in Ireland, but that was like a neutral site. So this is on a little bit hostile territory. I thought our guys were good. We had a little noise today and changed up some things, so I thought they were focused. So, it's just takes time. As I said, I haven't been here. I haven't been with these guys, so we'll see how they react, and that's why we started it today, and we'll get tomorrow and Thursday before we head to Rutgers.
Mark, how have you seen Trey Palmer sort of evolve as a receiver since he got here? Just in the plays he's been able to make for you guys.
No, he's a great kid. Fun to be around. Not and unselfish. Maybe too much so. So kind of like struck me the first scrimmage. He didn't catch a pass, and I said, "Hey man, I got to get you the ball." And he goes, "I don't care, but I just want to win." So that's a really good attitude. And then we've missed him on some throws. He's been open, and then he just keeps working and just takes some time in the throw game. And even that part, he's probably got, I don't know for sure, but he's probably got, I know he's got at least 5. He had 2 PIs against him, which to me is you'd rather have a touchdown, but you count those are all first down catches and everything else, so those don't go into stats that much, but that's an important statistic to me. And so it's not just his catches and numbers, but he's making a lot of first downs, so and well liked by his teammates.
Mark, can you describe the nature of your relationship and your communication with Casey during the game? And with him being an older guy, are you able to approach some of the stuff, like the way that you coach him, differently than you've been with other players?
On the game day? Yeah, I mean, when I was asking what he was going to have for dinner, reservations for dinner. No, I just, for this offense, frustrated me, and because there's been, I think, 4 games we've taken the ball and scored the first drive. And then they just act like, well, yeah, okay, I'm like, we don't, nothing against their defense. We don't have this 86 Bears defense, okay? Your job's to score touchdowns. And they just like, you go 3 plays or whatever, we go 70 yards, and then you just start making mistakes. So, and my frustration a little bit was taken out on Casey, but he knows that. I love him, and that part, and I think you can't do that with everybody, but he handled it really well, and he responded. He responded, and the team responded in the second half, but that's my expectation is just seem at times to be higher than our guys that are playing, and that's frustrating to me, and because hey, and I told him that on Monday, or Sunday. It was Sunday. I know this was a short week, but like I was not happy with the way we played. I was happy with the way we finished, and then I told him on Monday, look, all right, hey guys, this is reality. We're in first place, okay? First place. So that's where you're at. So let's go forward from here. And that's what it is. Whether we have a chance, and that's all I can ask for in this world.
That one sack in particular, before you put Jubba in, seemed to really, get you fired up with Casey. But I know you take any unneeded sack, it's going to upset the coach. But what did you see there?
Well, it's probably like Spurrier said to Danny Werfel. He says, "Hey, I'm not mad at you, Danny. It's my problem because I put you in the game." So that basically is the same thing there. It's like you can't miss that chance for a touchdown with Cray's running wide open in that situation. And so as I said, he bounced back, and I got to coach him better. My frustration, that part, I got to coach better. That's I'm pointing the finger at myself, and so. Because we said the season's, we're almost halfway there, and I said we got a chance, and we've wasted so many opportunities. And that as a older person, it's like this thing goes by fast, and you got to make sure you're on your P's and Q's, and that was the frustrating part. I said I don't understand how the first game when we didn't have that many practices, we don't have a penalty, and then we have probably 6 in the second quarter. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I've never seen anybody in my history, and I told Cork have two 15-yarders and two back-to-back plays. I mean, we talk about these things all the time, so, you know, that's the frustrating part, and Cork's one of our better players, so Casey's one of our better players, and, you know, so I don't know. I guess in my history, you know, when I walk around being a nice guy, it just doesn't work as well as when I'm a dick. Okay, I don't know why, and that's just what I told the kids on Monday. I said, look, man, I'm down here. Just when I have something across my rear end, guys, we just play better, and that's really what it was like at halftime.
When you say that, sometimes it seems like your expectations are higher for them than theirs are. What do you see from them that makes you think that?
I don't know if they really think we can win every game. I don't. You know. So we're good enough, I think. Okay, I'm not a genius, but we can win. We can win 7 games. We can win these games. All right, we already threw away 3 of them. I mean, Oklahoma kicked our rear, but I said, you know, that's the expectation. Is like, hey, not just to go to a bowl game. We can win the West. That's what it is. So you're in first place. Act like it and play like it. You know, so that's. Again, takes time, but. You know, hey, I'm a realist. If we don't get there, I'm not going to be here anyways. So I told them that. And we win the West, you know, I'll ride Mickey's coattails. But it comes down to those guys playing, and I think they've taken that to heart, and we practiced well these 2 days. So that's, I said, I told them I won't ever BS them, and I like these guys. I said it, and I told them all, I like you. Otherwise, I wouldn't play you. So.
Are there players that you want to see kind of take charge of the offense more and kind of get into the guys so that you don't have to do it anymore?
No, I mean that's why. I mean, yeah, coaching would be easy if I took that. You know, I could be like you guys, just write and talk and just stand on the sideline and say, "Hey, this is great. We got 85,000. This is a great play." It just, you know, I just felt like I had to go. I could show more passion. And that part, which I always have. You know, those days we weren't covered at New Haven. I used to say it's bad in UMass, but you know, it's how important this thing is. I mean, you only get one chance to play, and sometimes with all the things that are going on, and at this place, I think they're somewhat privileged, and we got to force them to work harder, which I think they have, and do extra things, and so. As I said, that's just a mindset. I just don't ever want to have anybody that played for me say like, you know, Coach Whipple cheated me. You know, he didn't give me his all that way. That's the most important thing. They may not like me, everything else, but they know when they come in there that they're going to have a good classroom. They're going to learn and they're going to get better, and that way, and they're going to be a better person, and that's the most important factor. And I probably was looking in the mirror before that game with that off week, just saying, well, how can I be better? How can I help these guys get over the top? And somehow they made the play in the fourth quarter, and you know, it just worked. We missed that play about 3 times earlier in the year, and then finished the game, but that just hasn't happened. So it's going to be the same thing this way. It's going to be 4 quarters and find a way.
What does it say about the West that y'all and 5 other teams are in position to win the division at this stage of the game?
It's competitive. I don't know if it's quality, but it's competitive. Doesn't matter, right? Numbers are numbers. You can play them any way you want. It's like, hey, the schedule ahead of us is we're in great shape. We're in great shape. That was the goal. What I said to them when I got here is to win the West and get to Indianapolis, and that's after half the season or 5 games. Northwestern has to lose, obviously, but I just pointed that out to them. It's not a pat on the back, but if they keep growing and getting better and work hard, which they did the last 2 days on a short week, we'll see what it is. And this is a big test going on the road, a different test. And to me, we can build as a team when you go on a road and play in a place probably like Rutgers will be hostile, and all those guys will be there, you know.
Mark, who do you look at from that game up front on the line and feel like is playing well, is doing what you're looking for them to do?
I think Trent's been really consistent all the way through. He's handled a huge load on making the calls and redirecting some of the protections and been there every single day, you know. And all of them have been good, but he would be the one guy that just, you know, and knows when he makes a mistake, and he's gotten so much better that way. And there's a lot going on. It'll be a lot on his plate also because of the crowd noise and those things, and some things with the cadence. But you know, and then hey, the good thing was probably the bad thing was Cork made some mistakes, but then I thought Banksy went in the game and had 44 snaps and didn't look like we missed anything. So maybe we built a little bit of depth there, and we got a little more confidence with him.
Well, Mark, how have you seen the guys respond the last couple of days to your sort of frustrations about things that haven't quite been as good as they could be?
Oh, I mean that was. I mean, they've seen that all the time. Just because it wasn't on game day doesn't mean it hadn't happened. It wasn't like the first time like I was a flower child, then all of a sudden lost it. So it's
yeah,
you know.
But the last couple of days, what have you seen out of the guys? I guess just responding to the
Yeah, they've been really good. They're fun to be around. They're coming to work. They're coming to meetings, and knowing that it's a tight schedule. It's, you know, we got to ask a little bit more of them. You know, it's hard to play on Saturday, but I also say, hey, you know, I've been there before. Played on Sunday. You got to play on Thursday in the NFL. It's shorter and everything else. So we've tightened some things down, but that means that those guys got to be a lot more disciplined in their time and how they go about things. So, okay, good. Thanks.